Hello and welcome to episode 2. You may have noticed that I'm dressed a little bit differently. That's because I used all of the wolf pelts that I already had, and apparently this hood is a little bit orangey. But I used all the pelts that I had, traveled down the bank a little bit ahead here, right around the corner up there is typically an elk. Shot it with my bow. Got its hide, bought a couple hides from the vendors in town, and I went to the tanning station and the forge and created this set of black mage armor. So it doesn't have any magical effects on it right now, but just tell me that doesn't look cool. Also, in the process of going down there, I kind of pissed off the Draugr patrol, led it over here because they were mad and they killed the castle guard. So I used his goods to earn some income and sold those off to Malcolm over here, and I used a little bit of that money to buy the leathers that were necessary to create the entire Black Mage set. So that's also where I got the nifty looking face mask right there. I also used the leathers to create the typical satchel, pouches, and medium-sized pouch on this side, so I do have the 100% Magicka Regen on this satchel to replace the 50% Magicka Regen of the regular mage robes. I am going to go to Whiterun first. I was tempted to go to Bleak Falls Barrow first, but I'm going to go to Whiterun first because I have that disease on me from the zombie back in the first dungeon. And I don't want to not have my stamina and stuff like that in a battle, especially since this character uses stamina to make attacks. So it was the beginning of the night when I came over here, killed the elk, killed the wolf next to the elk.
Khajiit has something important to tell you. The heavens fell from the sky.
Okay. This is new to me.
The spheres, they broke into millions of pieces above the Sea of Ghosts.
Okay.
Panic. None is ending. Khajiit needs help, Dragonborn.
He dances.
Shards of the stars, magic everywhere. Boom! Lashido.
Yeah.
Thank you. Khajiit thanks you.
This is a good voice acting job.
Your loot. That's what you said.
What? Take my loot? You gonna dance again? Investigate the anomaly at the Sea of Ghosts. Perhaps when I head up towards Solitude, because I think that's where that is. Sea of Ghosts, Ingle, and... there's a book, Ingle and something, and it's about the Sea of Ghosts. Well, this sword is half dead. Yay! Imperials! Well, I'm still weak enough that I don't feel like attacking them. I did run around casting my conjuration spell enough that I got myself up to, I think, level 6. So I gained a couple of levels while running around fighting the Draugr. I think I raised my restoration once or twice, healing myself up from their arrows. And so that, let's see, search, get my little map marker for Windstad Mine. So it was nice getting that. Oh, right. I also kept the Lost Blades Bow of the Hunt from the Shellblade Guard. Let's see if I can get a vantage point for the giant unless they already killed it. Nope, there it is. They killed it. Hopefully I hit it with an arrow, but I don't think so. I didn't hear the sound. I tried.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks
Bah.
to you. Certain. That's why I'm here with my shield. An
Well,
order of
because this
warriors.
character
You show
does
some
have
confidence.
melee with
I'll tell you
his
today.
bound weapons, I'm
If you
going
go
to ask her that instead of being just rude. There's my 2 iron. Those are my iron arrows. I guarantee it. Increases doppelganger duration. 35 health magicka. That's nicer than what I'm wearing, and I can't use the abilities. Ooh, I already had that one. Huh? Can't learn it.
You look strong. Come to your
Although
best.
being a modded bow or a modded book, I don't know that I can't learn it, because if I tried, I did that thing again. I bet. Oh no, nice. Being a modded book, I can't guarantee that it will tell me I already know the spell and wouldn't trigger the foolishness on me. Actually, on that note, I'm gonna check, because I was having, yeah, see, my study ability is gone. It's either because I spent an entire day doing stuff, or I'm thinking it's bugged and disappears when you load. Because I did not spend 6 days in town, but now I have the ability to read this one. Ha ha! You will notice that I put my sword away over my shoulder. That is lovely. And if I were to equip a normal sword, if I have one, I do, you'll notice it is on my back. So, I figured out how to get that working with the mods that I had. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I see. That's actually a sheath that's left on my back. That's not the sword itself. So, I figured I would mention that. I did get that working.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Or fish, or else what? You think you can stand against the entire Whiterun city?
It's always worth the speechcraft attempt. Like that, right there. Woo-hoo. I miss the days when it was called speechcraft. It's a skill. Like, I wouldn't install a mod to change the name of the skill tree to speechcraft if it were like an alternative file for Ordinator. What I would really love would be if someone would bring back some of the trees from older games. Ow! Is that Isidore? Idjit.
What spell?
He's supposed to, oh, forgot. Wild mushroom. Ooh. That sounds nice. If I read this, he's supposed to pick someone off on the road. I would not consider the inside of Whiterun to be someone on the road. So, let's just take Orcish War Axe. Dang. There's some nice gear for someone at level 6.
Did you cast on her?
Okay, so before anyone else interrupts me, I'm going to read this new Wild Mushroom spelltone because that sounds dangerous, and it's Conjuration. Explodes every 3 seconds, causing 50 poison damage to all nearby enemies. Hell yeah.
You? What are you? Please, take Mother Mara's blessing to wash this unease away. Mother guides me to those flickering souls who are yet to cast themselves on the fire of tomorrow's utopia. She sees in you potential which can avert calamity. I, her most devoted servant, need you to believe in the goodness of your heart, in love.
I'm used to being stopped by a priestess. She tells me to go to the merchant or something like that. And then this guy tells me not to talk to her. I have never gotten this dialogue before.
Forgive her, beloved child of entropy. For all her convictions, she only looks up, blind to those below the clouds which she wishes to ascend. There is a terror of minds and ideas forming in the West. A conclave of antipathy and repressed hatred is nearing its some. If this war transpires, then neither the restraints of distance nor time will thwart the canker that will be birthed there. I make this plea to you, special child. Meditate between the opposites and seek resolution in chaos.
I like the voice acting, but she can't read.
Whenever I can, but my light is weak. However, even the faintest flame can act as a beacon against the background of deep night. That flame will appear to you in a maze of dark when you most need it.
First of all, that first word that was butchered is congealing, and the second one was mediate, not meditate. Sorry, word nerd. In 3rd grade, I went through the entire dictionary before we were halfway through the school, or the entire spelling book for 3rd grade before we were halfway through the school year, and then 13 words into the English dictionary. Words are kind of important to me. So, yeah.
There is nothing to decipher. Just take heed of these words.
What is this?
Go west and see. Open those eyes and see that which belies its splendor. Beset by men, gods, kings, and ideas. Keep a clear eye.
How am I supposed to keep a clear eye when I've got the rosy shades of Mara's love over my vision?
The tides of want can drown any who venture too far from the shore.
Beyond. Oh, beyond reach. Got it. Seek out the merchant. Now I see it. I have never had that intro before. It's like you're still speaking in riddles.
Sorry. My head.
Now you tell me she shouldn't be talking to me.
What on earth? What spell did you cast on
Okay,
her?
he's talking different too. Okay, whoever made this mod, that's all I am.
Yes, I saw. You were mumbling to yourself, almost word for word that of Jayana. Forgive me. Our travels have put me in a hastened mood.
Now he's friendly.
Didn't know madness could be contracted. Is this a jest you're both in on?
Yeah.
No. It looks like you're serious, which worries me a lot more.
I wonder why these are getting cut
The closest
off.
I can come to answering your visions is that we had just hailed from Evermore, which may be that west you want. If you're dead set on taking voyage there, then a merchant who has a route between that hinterland kingdom and Skyrim should be resting at Markarth. Word of
Okay.
warning, if you care to listen. The Reach isn't a place you want to risk your neck just on the visions of a zealous priestess.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you very much. Now can I move on?
Got some good pieces out here.
da-da-da.
More. It's a sword.
There we
I
go.
made it for the Jarl.
I guess she has to be working at the forge to get that question, because no matter how many times I've asked her on the last 3 or 4 save games when she's working here or there or leaning against this, or inside the store, she will not give me the sword.
Thanks.
And it's like, okay, that's another quest that I could do,
Don't
but
forget to
she's
check
just
inside
not
the
giving it
shop
to me.
if you need anything.
Now, since I'm heading that way, I'm going to see... notice I have 3,000 gold, and that's because I got that Blades armor off the castle guard when the Draugr killed him, so I sold his gear to Malcolm. So that gives me the ability to look at stuff like attacking with a weapon restores stamina equal to 10% of its base. Nice! That's a good one. Weapons and armor can be brewed 12% better. Thigh-high heeled boots. Woo! They actually are thigh-high, high-heeled boots if you're female. I don't know if that works on men. Fill soul gem, 15% to gain invisibility. Woo! Yeah, you can have crappy stuff. And that's right, I have these. So, sell this stuff off. And I'm keeping that because 16 damage, hell yes. 13 damage, meh. I love the look of the Dwarven Sword, and I do have a mod on that changes the appearance of weapons so that they're not as thick and bulky. They make a lot more sense as a weapon, so like the Elven Sword, the Dwarven Sword, they have a lot more of an edge to them. These aren't quite as bulky and square. The handles are more round. So I have a mod on that makes the vanilla weapons look a lot better as far as the model goes. Alright, got all that. If you have things like these Nord arrows, what you can do with one of the mods that I have, or the iron arrows, is you can increase your smithing skill by taking over her forge, haha, or anyone else's, and going to the arrows. It's not here. Interesting. I may have somehow removed the mod that had it, but I will find out. It may be that my smithing skill isn't high enough, although it is at 11. I haven't put any perks into it. But, oh, you know what? I bet I have a book on the other file that you have to have on your person in order to learn how to make Akaviri arrows. I bet that's it. Buggered's Greatsword replica. So, this is like these black mask things. There's the black mage mask. They just take leather scraps and leather strips, and then I'm not positive, but I think, yeah, just scraps and strips. And there's two different types of robes. There's the college robes, which are normal, and then there's the mantled robes like I'm wearing, which is also like the standard mage gear, and that's where you get that little kind of offset front to it there where it hangs down. That's the mantle over the robe that makes it slightly different. Otherwise, it's just a robe. Property for sale. Jarl of the Pale has a potential sale of Heljarchen Farm, or Heljarchen, near Lorea's farm. Take. So, as far as things here go, not too much to do. Mostly going to run up here, get a couple spells, and oh, if she's sitting down out here, maybe I can get hers. Yes. This is apparently a good run.
Of course. Not as to the east.
Get through this.
Even its name is an echo. I think, but
blah 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 blah. Where's the tree?
It's called Nettlebane.
I'll get Nettlebane. Stay away from me, Lucia. Goodbye. I don't care about shout cooldown reduction, so I'll go in here and get the stamina boost, because that'll actually be really helpful. Because if I get the stamina boost, on top of recovering the stamina that I lost for being diseased, that's like getting 50 stamina. Oh, this right here. This is one of the problems of being heavily modded. I'm going to have to end the video here because this is a permanent black screen glitch, and so I have to force quit the game, which is going to end the video anyways. So, basically, between this video and the next video, I will open the next video with the journal entry so that you don't miss out on that, and then I will also close that one on the next journal entry. But this happens occasionally when I'm zoning. I'm surprised it never happened in any of the episodes that I ran before the character file was corrupted. But yeah, this happens sometimes on zoning. And I didn't have too much time before it hit 20 minutes anyways, so I will zone back in where I got attacked by Isidore, go through all those conversations again, see if Adrian has anything better to sell, pick up the for sale sign, get the quests, all that stuff. I'll run up into Dragon's Reach, get the quest from Farengar, and do the basic vanilla first time conversations, buy some spells, and then once I have completed all that stuff, I will start the next video leaving Whiterun to run back and take on Bleak Falls Barrow. So, sorry the mods glitched out on me for this transition, but see you in the next video.